What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we are back at it again with another Transformer figure review. And today we are going to be taking a look at the long-anticipated, long-awaited Transformer Studio Series 86, number 29, Bumblebee. Now, this figure was received with a lot of excitement and praise and everything of the nature when it was announced, and then I saw the vehicle mode. I don't know where to begin here with this, Hasbro, but y'all know y'all know our rules. We don't take a look at the vehicle mode first. Or the figure first. We take a look at the packaging. And in terms of said packaging, you have Bumblebee up on front here. And by the way, this is no longer a Target exclusive or a Walmart exclusive or an exclusive or Hasbro Pulse exclusive. This is an actual figure that you can literally just go waltz in right now and go pick up. I do appreciate that, because the Netflix one was a nightmare to track down. So, on this side you got Bumblebee screaming, on this side you got the full body art of Bumblebee running into battle there, and on this side you have the entire product shot on the back here. On this side, on the bio, it says, Bumblebee is saved from the acidic insides of Unicron when Daniel Witwicky comes to the rescue. I thought, honestly, they were going to do a 2-pack with him and Spike, but whatever. So, anywho, that's it for the packaging, and we shall take a look at this. And this is one of those figures where it's like, I want to hate it. Like, I really want to hate this. I really do. But I just can't. I just can't. I can't find myself to hate this. I just cannot find any hate in my hateful bone in my body to look at this terrible, terrible excuse for a Volkswagen Beetle. Let's just be very clear on that front. But this is supposed to be a Volkswagen Beetle, but because Hasbro doesn't have the licensing to Volkswagen anymore, or doesn't own the rights to Volkswagen anymore, they had to make a few changes. So, obviously that had to happen. So, before we get into the scale comparisons, because y'all know we love those, we're going to take a look at his gun. He does come with one gun. It's a brand new gun. It's a brand new mold, from at least what I can tell. And it's molded in black plastic and painted silver. So, and there is one place you can stick it. There is a tab right here at the back, and there's a square there's a square port on the back, and there's a square tab right here. And you're just going to come to the side, and you're just going to, if I can not drop things, take it, and you're just going to shove it in the back, and there you go. Now you have storage. So, and this is Blast Effects compatible, so you can totally, when you get him into robot mode, you can totally just do that. So, alright, so we're going to remove this and bring it off to the side, and we're going to get into some scale comparisons, because y'all know we love those scale comparisons. So, here he is with another cartoon Bumblebee. Here he is with Legacy United animated Bumblebee. Here he is with our previous Bumblebee review. Here he is with the Transformers 1 Prime Changers Bumblebee. Here he is with the previous live-action Bumblebee. Here he is with the Rise of the Beasts Studio Series Deluxe Bumblebee. Here he is with the buzzworthy Bumblebee Origins Bumblebee. And finally, here he is with the Netflix Bumblebee. And yes, we will be getting into, when we get into robot mode, we will do a close-up with these two, and we will be getting it ready to go. We will show it off. So, anywho, we're going to remove these off to the side, and now we can get into the transformation. Now, the transformation, while I do not personally like it, because it's a little weird, it actually folds up pretty nicely. I'm not going to lie on that front. So, first thing you're going to do is you're going to come to the front of the Beetle, and you're just going to come to the front, and you're going to pull it down, and then you're going to pull this all the way forward, and then you're going to straighten it all out at the knees. And the knees are on a very, very thick ratchet joint. And you're going to basically straighten out the legs like that. And then you're going to come to the bottom here, and there are these little gray panels that you're supposed to take, and then you're going to close this whole thing up, and then you're going to take those gray panels and you're going to close them up as well in this form right here. So like basically just make sure that this is all flattened out on the bottom there. Do the same thing on the other side. If I can speak today, my apologies, folks. Come on. Okay. This is the time where I pull out our regularly scheduled Lego tool or Mega Constructs tool. So take this, and you're going to just close this all up. You're going to take this panel once again and fold it down. And there you have that. Now you're going to straighten the whole thing like this up, and you're going to come to the bottom section. You're going to, I like to pull the arms out just to make it a little smidge easier for me. You're going to take the back section of the car, you're going to unfold it, and then you're going to split the arms, and then you're going to rotate the back wheels into the chest here. Take it, rotate it, bring it back in. Then you're going to take this piece, bring this all the way down to the back section right here. I find it easier to do this with the chest open, so that way if the head pops up, it doesn't have any problems. So now that backpack is just resting there, we're going to bring the arms down, and we're going to fold this all back up. Fold this head up, and then close up the chest, taking the backpack, and it's kind of difficult, but you're going to want the backpack to come over that and have it rest. It's supposed to rest in a specific spot, but if you can't get it to rest in that spot, then just don't bother with it, because I'm going to tell you right now, it's just a hassle. So we'll take this. If you can get it to close up into the tabs, great. If you can't, it's not that big of an issue. So there you go. I got it all closed up into the tabs, but there you go. If you can't do it, just have the backpack rest on top of the tabs, because this does feel like it wants to break. So I would be advised to be aware of that, and any light plastic on that. But we'll give him his gun, and we're going to straighten all of this out. And he does not have very much ankle tiltage because of said issues with it. And I don't like these black panels at the bottom of the feet here. They irritate the crap out of me. But as for the mold, here is Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. And I'm excited for this little dude. I think it's great. I mean, I'm very grateful that he's finally got an Autobot logo on the chest. Very happy with that. The transformation cleans up pretty nicely. I mean, the backpack doesn't look terrible. I mean, this is not the worst one this is not the worst backpack I've seen on a figure. I think the worst backpack that I've seen ever has to go to the Masterpiece. I think it was the MP50 Bumblebee, or or maybe it was MP49. I don't remember which one it was, but it's the second version of the Masterpiece Bumblebee. So that's pretty much the gist of that. So anywho, we will get into some scale comparisons, and then we will get into final thoughts, and then we shall end this review. So, scooch him off to the side a bit here. Here he is with the Legacy United Deluxe Bumblebee. Here he is with the Transformers 1 Prime Changers Bumblebee. Here he is with the last live-action Bumblebee, the Studio Series Rise of the Beast Bumblebee. Here he is with the buzzworthy Bumblebee Origins Bumblebee. And finally, here he is with the Netflix Bumblebee. And holding these two up side by side, I mean, there's a pretty clear winner here. I mean, I like this one because it's, based more off of the Masterpiece, or the first Masterpiece version, and I like this version because it's a little more cartoon accurate. and it's a brighter shade of yellow. This is more like an orange shade of yellow. This is like a yellow. This is like a banana yellow. So I don't have an issue with either one of these being on my shelf, but I don't need a bajillion Bumblebees. So if I'm going to go with one of them, I'm probably going to go with this one, but just know, if you do come across this one, this is not a bad second choice. I'm not even going to lie on that. Holding these two side by side together just makes me smile in a weird way. Because, number one, you have the Studio Series version, and then you have the previous version that turns into the actual Volkswagen Beetle, and this turns into something resembling the Volkswagen Beetle. So, I can't complain on that front. So, honestly, if I had to choose one, I'm gonna go with the Studio Series, but if you can't, like I said, if you cannot find this guy, if you cannot find the Studio Series, the Netflix one is definitely worth keeping if you happen to have it. If you don't happen to have it, then I don't know what to tell you, but, you know, it could be worse. So, anywho, alright, so final thoughts on this guy. Well, I definitely like it. I think it's nice. I think it's a slight upgrade, because at the same time, every time a Bumblebee comes out, we're always waiting in line, and we always end up having to go to the secondary market, and we always end up having to pay a whole buttload more than you would normally if you were to have just found it out in the wild. But the problem is because there's all those scalpers finding it out in the wild, they're not going to let you find one. So I feel lucky enough just to have found this. So I cannot complain on the fact that this exists. What I can complain about is how bad these feet are. I mean, these feet are just horrible. Like, so let me get this straight, Hasbro. Your solution, instead of keeping the feet hollow at the bottom here, where no one's going to see it, no one's going to see the hollowness of the feet down here. Instead of, like, I don't know, not giving us a panel, they just decided, oh yeah, well, we're just going to leave we're going to have a panel that comes down and closes up that and closes in this whole gap, because we don't want everybody complaining. When I don't think anybody would have complained one bit, because the gappy part is at the bottom. You don't really see anything on the sides unless you move the feet to the sides. Unless you move the feet to the sides, you're not going to see anything. So I don't think that was a smart choice for them. I really don't. I think it was quite possibly the dumbest choice they could have done. But I digress. One more thing is this backpack being extremely, extremely difficult and tight. I would really advise against this. So, you know, that's another demerit. But all in all, for a Studio Series Deluxe class that is smaller than the average Deluxe class, I have to say it is probably I'm going to rank this thing. I'm going to rank this thing a little higher than it probably should rank it. I'm going to rank it a 7.8 out of 10. Because, number one, I mean, it's been a while since we've gotten a Bumblebee. The main reason why I'm giving it a 7 is because the fact that it is just a big it is a figure to find. It's a big figure to find. Correction, it's not a big figure as in this guy-sized big, but it's a big figure to find because not a lot of people are able to get a hold of this guy. So now they're once again still having to go to the secondary market. I did not have to, so like I said, I feel pretty lucky about that. But I'm glad that this is more widely available, and I'm glad that this is going to become more widely available to everybody. So I'm happy about that. Like I said, the demerits are the backpack and the feet and the panels. The panels are the 0.1 and the 0.1 points. So 0.01 points, excuse me. Anywho, this is Thomas Phantom 1 saying, do not forget to check out Jordy's Rail videos, Patrick with a Y, iStar552, Bravely GG, Jordy's Rail videos, Riveted Reviews, Riveted Rail Fan, New York Toy Hunter, Good, the Bad, the Awesome, and Take Along Productions. I know they all do some amazing work, have done so in the past, and will continue to do so in the future. So, this is Thomas Phantom 1 saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys.